everybody, happy Tuesday. Today I've got something new and exciting. Yes, it's exciting. It's exciting times, girls. And Maureen, you're right. You're absolutely right. What I've decided to do is this new little challenge. It's just for fun. Nobody wins anything. It's just a kind of a fun thing. And when you've completed your challenge, post it over on the Miss Paintalot Junk Journal Facebook group so we can all have a look and see how different we can make things with 5 basic items. So every week I'll provide you with a list of 5 things. It could be a stamp, it could be fabric, it could be ribbon, it could be anything. And you have to create whatever I decide, a tag, a pocket, a envelope, whatever it is. And if you would be so kind as to post them on the group when you've finished, it would be great. It's just a kind of inclusive thing that I think we would enjoy doing. I'd enjoy doing it. The 5 that I give you are not all that you can use. You can use anything else along with it. But you must use these 5 things. Okay? So the 5 things for today, the 10th of November, are a doily. And I've come well prepared. I just wanted to have a look at my doily selection, which I got all of them out because I didn't, and I still don't to this minute, know what I'm going to do. But I'll just show you my selection of doilies. There you go. There's loads. So I might be swayed actually by this one, just because it's a colour, no other reason. Ink. Well, we all use ink, don't we, to go around the edges of things and whatever. So you can use it just in that way if you want to, or you can get creative and spray your piece with ink, whatever you want to do. Some lace. So I've got some lace out as well, just a little bit. A button. Now you can use multiple buttons, but as long as you use one. And a die cut or a fussy cut. So, for those of you that don't have a die cutting machine, fussy cut something out, and in actual fact, I'm very fond of a nice fussy cut. I think they look nice, and it shows that you've taken more time to do it than just, stuffed it through the big shop. So I've got some die cuts of flowers, which is probably what I'm going to be using, but I also thought that I would get some fussy cuts out as well. So I've got some fussy cut butterflies. So you see there's kind of purple theme appearing. I've also got a couple of labels. They aren't on the list, but they might play a part, I don't know. I've got an eyelet that in real life is a perfect match for the doilies. It might not look it, but it is a good match. And I've also got this tiny little bit of bling that was left over from Holly Jolly, which might come into play. And I have got these, which I found when I was doing that cleanup last week. And I think someone has gifted them to me, and they're beautiful little ceramic roses and flowers and things. I don't know if I'm going to use them, but I just liked them, so I left them out. I also have some music paper with words that, honestly, Mr. F's been through some of these today, reading them out to me, and they are, oh dear me, they're awful songs. So the best thing I can do with them is chop them up and use them for this. I've also got out one of my 12 by 12 pads. I really never use these pads. I don't know why I buy them. Why do we all buy them? You just, I saw this pad, it was $2.99, and I can't leave that there, and I need it.
Number 44 is my favourite.
Number 44. Can I canoe you up the river? Can I canoe you up the river? Well, do you have a paddle? That's the question. So in this, if we're going with the purple theme, which it kind of looks like we are, this is the first pad that I got out, and I think it's largely pinks. but I think there is some sort of, that's maybe a bit pink. This one's quite purpley. It's got some purpley bits in it. Leave that one out. That's pretty, isn't it? That'll go with Edith, that one. No, too pink. No, I think these are just the same in reverse, yeah. So I'll leave that one sheet out, because you never know, might find something to do with it. Right, the take 5 today, we're going to make a tag. So you all know how to make tags. I know you do, because I've seen the evidence. And here's a piece of card that I've got. It's white. It's got a bit of a texture on it. It could well be watercolour paper, actually. I think it might be, but it's in the scrap box, so I'm going to use that. Now, those of you that have watched me for some time know I have templates for my tags in both acetate and cardboard. Well, card, we call it, don't we? Not cardboard, card. So I've got a 4.5 by 2.5. I've got a 5.5 by 3. I've got a 6.5 by 3.5, and then I've got this giant one that's 5 by 7.5. That's a bit too big, I think. But I'm going to, excuse me, stick with this one, the 6.5 by 3.5. So if you've got templates like I have, Nancy, etc., I know that you have, and Jean as well, I think. Is Jean on? Who is on? Who's on?
Who's on?
Yeah.
Hilda.
Hi, Hilda.
Ros.
Hi, Ros.
Maureen.
Hello, Maureen.
Denise.
Hello, Bernice.
Camellia Crafts Design.
Hi, Julie.
Shaz.
Hi, Shaz. Hope your finger's all right now with the bandage off.
Jan.
Hiya, Jan.
Carol.
Hello, Carol. Carol who?
Vaughan.
Carol, hi.
Jenia.
Hi, Jania. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's make a start then. So I'm just going to put this in the corner, straight like so. Draw around it and then cut it out. You can make any size tag you want, but it must be a tag. It must have these angles at the top. Okay? Them's the rules.
Mabel.
Hi, Mabel.
Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Listening from work.
Oh, listening from work. Naughty. So I'm going to use my craft knife and I'm just going to cut across the top. You can use your, oh, what do you call it? The thing we normally use.
Rotary cutter.
Rotary cutter. I don't know why I'm using my craft knife.
Just scissors, really, I suppose.
Scissors, yeah, scissors would do the job. I never have much luck cutting with scissors. I'm pretty rubbish actually at cutting with scissors. I mean, I get plenty practice. So you'd think it would work. Look away, Shaz, if this is hurting you. Poor old Shaz. She had an argument with a scalpel and came off second best. But she got her bandages off yesterday and she's just got a smaller dressing on now, so I think she can craft now. So this might be a nice little project for you, Shaz. Cut it out with scissors though, eh?
At least you can count to 4.
She can count to 4, 5's pushing it. Right, so we have a tag. There we go. There he is. Oops, sorry about that, but that was loud. Right, so I think the first thing that I'm going to put on is...
Chrissy71 says hi.
Hiya, Chrissy71. I don't recognise the name. You're very welcome. I'm thinking that I'm going to use one of these purple, lilac-y, whatever colour they are, doilies. But I'm also thinking that I might put a slightly larger one behind it. I haven't thought this through, guys, so I'm sorry if it all works out awfully, then, you know. I'm thinking I could put that behind it and just go around the outside of that with a little bit of ink. I think that might look quite nice. So that's going to be my first plan of attack. I've never tried to ink a doily before. I don't know if it's possible to do it even. But if you don't try, you don't find. So I've decided to use shaded lilac for this. It was a toss-up between Victorian velvet and shaded lilac. And I've come down in favour of this. Time will tell, it might not look quite right. It's an old pad and there isn't a heck of a lot of ink in it. So we'll give it a try. So I'm mostly inking off the doily, and I'm just swirling it around back in over the edge of the doily. So we're not getting a real heavy ink here. And I don't want all of it, but I didn't measure the bit I wanted, so I'll go around it all. Mr. F's drawer's squeaking, and usually when it does that it means the claw's coming out for some reason. So I don't know whether I've made a boo-boo already or not. It's possible.
No.
No?
No, I keep the claw out ready and handy these days.
Oh,
it's not worth putting it in the drawer.
Oh, right, okay.
I was just putting one of the manly tools away.
Ah, right. Well, I think that looks quite pretty actually, but in doing that, I'm just thinking, yeah, that's quite nice. I'm just thinking, I wonder if I should spray that with a bit of ink. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what inks I've got. I've got pink, that's not much good. Green. This one I think is alright. It's called Grape Crush. Let's give that a whirl, shall we? I'm going to get some of this out because I think this might be a messy old procedure. I'll put it that way. If it doesn't work, I'll turn it over and we'll use the other side. Mr. F's looking really, what are you doing? Oh. Okay, that's probably all I need. Says she putting more on. Right, let's just dab that off because that looks like quite a lot of ink to me. Ooh, it's nice though, isn't it? Ooh, okay. I think that's probably pretty dry now actually. I might just give it a once over with a dryer. That looks pretty nice.
Put that somewhere there
Yeah.
that you can see.
Yeah, where is it visible? There? No.
Well, in that area there. There, that's perfect.
Right, just because everything's over here, that's all. Right, so we've got a bit of colour on it. That's always a good start. Now I'm going to use this ink, the shaded lilac, to go round the whole thing. In a pretty similar manner, but obviously I'm coming further over into the card. Just get some colour on the background, it's always a good start. This side I'm not so fussed about because it's definitely going to have a doily on it, if not two. Okay, we made a start, guys. We've made a start. Right, so first on my list is doily, so just so happens that's what I'm going to use first anyway. It's got a bit of a fold down there, so I'll go like that. A little bit further over so I'm into that ink. I'm really quite excited about this, guys. I'm excited to see what you do. You don't have to do it. It's not mandatory in any way, shape or form. And if you do it, there's no prize anyway. But I think it's quite nice just to share with everybody what we do and what we can do. Right, okay. So how about that there? But
Jean says hi.
Hi, Jean. Hiya. Nice to have you with us. You might have to watch from the beginning to see what it is that we're actually up to. So I've then got some die cuts, which might go up there. I've got this big blousy one. They could go up there. I've got butterflies. They're probably not going to stand out too much now I've made everywhere purple. I might have to get a different colour butterfly out. I did get a yellow die cut out because the artists amongst you will know that yellow is the complementary colour to purple, and so the two go together very nicely. Yeah, I quite like that. It's beginning to grow on me. What else do I have to use? Lace and a button. Lace and a button. Okay, let's put the ink away. Yeah, I've got a button. There it is. It's tiny. It's a little fisheye button that was in my mum's button box. And I'd like to bet that was on a button of my dress or blouse or something at some stage, which is quite nice. I like that thought. So I could put that there with a little button on it. Maybe some gauze, for those of you that have got any gauze, Hilda, behind there would soften that a little bit. And we need some lace on it as well. Well, the lace situation is this. I've got this colour, which is, oh, blimey, it's all in them. Right, how do you do this anyway? It's all much of a muchness, isn't it? It's too much of a muchness. I've got a little scrap of that, which is quite nice. I quite like that. This has just all happened to be in the same bag. I didn't select this, but I've got these yellow roses. Just one little bit of that maybe there. Yeah, I'll leave those out. But I still haven't used my lace. I've got some purple. That's the end of it. Let's not worry about that for the moment. Let's leave that. Oh, I've got some purple ribbon as well, but ribbon's not on my thing. It's lace. There's no point in shouting at me, girls, because I can't hear you. Right. And the other thing is, your day will come, you know, like this afternoon or tomorrow or whatever. Oh, here comes the claw. Yeah. This. Mr. F wants to write something. Right, I'm going to stick my napkins down anyway. I think that's the way forward. And I want them... No, you can't have lace dash ribbon. They're two different things.
So it's a die cut and a fussy cut.
Yeah, but I'm making room for people that haven't got a die cut machine. That's what that's about.
I'm just going off piste.
You are going off piste. I'm just going to fold that over there because that's... Should have put that down and then put my ink down, shouldn't I? That would have been nice. Yeah, because that's where that's going to go. So I'm going to glue this bit here. Let's do something, at least. So I'm just using Aleene's. And doilies are always a bit of a pain to glue around. I know people say put glue on the back of your hand and stuff. I can't bear the feeling, so I can't do that. So have you all written down what the 5 things are? Because you don't want to keep having to keep watching this to find out what they are. So write down the 5 things. Can you read them out again, Mr. F?
Doily. Ink. Lace, not ribbon. Button. Die cut or fussy cut.
That's it, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Right, let's get this stuck on here.
There you go, like it never happened.
Oh dear. Right, so that's down there then now. Let's just get a wipe, push it down. Lovely. And I'm glad I'm putting another one over the top of this because you can see where I've put the glue. It's showing through. Just as a matter of interest. Right, so now this one, I'll just slice that off actually. Can I slice on the board, on this board or not?
Can you slice on it? You can, but it'll cut it. It'll mark it up.
All right, okay.
It's not self-healing.
Neither am I. Like Shaz, yeah. Right, I'll just slice that off then. You could bring it over to the wrong side and then you'd have a very fancy tag. There we go. Save that because you never know when you might need it. So this one is going sort of there with an equal margin around it. Yeah, that's about right. Fold that over, then we'll know where to glue and where not to glue. Same palaver. I hope you're all going to take part in this. And then, you know, once a week I can come on and give you the 5 things every week, and I can make one just to get you started. I say that, and as I say that, I know that yours are all going to be much better than mine. For a start, you've got more time, but that's just a pretty lame excuse. I could have taken all morning to do this. As it was, I have actually done a video of Holly Jolly, which will be out later. It's now finished apart from being bound, which, as you know, is Mr. F's job. Right, I'm just a bit worried that that glue is going to show through again, so I'm just going to spread it out with my finger. Pop this on over the side. It's fine, I think. They're quite delicate things, doilies, I've found. They don't stand that much hashing around. In the new year, we're going to have a new and exciting thing, details to follow, a collaboration between Camellia Crafts Designs, which is Julie, and you know Julie, she's on our group already, and Tatty Treasures, which is Tanya, and she's also on our group. So we're going to have some sort of collaboration in the new year when all the excitement of Christmas is over, and hopefully we're back to a bit more normality. But I'll keep you up to date with what's going to happen there. Right, so let's have a look then, see what we've got. Oh, quite a nice base, I think, really. I'll put the lid on that. So, I think I'll put my die cuts on next. So I've got that one. I got quite a few out, because I didn't really know what. I mean, you can cut these out in white, colour them yourself, emboss them up. You've seen me do that before. There's all sorts of things you can do. And I'm expecting great things, guys. I really am. Right, I want to move that up a bit because I want something up at the top. It's a bit bare up there. And that maybe down there. I don't know what to do about this yellow one. It might just be a bit too much of a shock from the others. Don't know, actually, I quite like it. Well, I'll stick the first one on first. It's the way forward, isn't it, really? This is another thing that's very boring to watch me do, I'm sure. But it's got to be done. And as I've said before, for some strange reason I quite like doing it. So I would guess that the collaboration between myself, Camellia Crafts Designs and Tatty Treasure would have something to do with Edith, because all of us are Edith mad. If you've seen the things that Julie has in her shop, the Etsy shop, Camellia Crafts Designs, or Tatty Treasure's shop either, they're just full of Edith. Nice little things for you to buy, to put in your own journals. Right, that's that inked up, thankfully, eh? So let's put that up at the top and bring... So the thing about these die cuts, the stems are so thin that you can actually move them around. You can put the flower on an angle if you want to. There we go, one down. So which shall I put on next? Shall I put the yellow one on? And then that one. I think that might be the way forward.
Jean's just saying how she likes purple and yellow.
Yeah, well, if you think about crocuses, irises, whatever, you know, nature's got it right. I mean, it always does. They are beautiful together, absolutely beautiful. So I want to bring that one down from the top and across further to the edge. It's no other wonder when you think about it, is it, that journals take us so long to make. When you know, one tag takes forever when you dither around like me. And I know I'm not alone. I've watched you, Julie. I quite like that. That's quite nice. So I've got two left. I'm only going to use, well, I've got another little yellowy one there. But I only want one more, I think. So I could have that there, which looks quite nice. I think that's going to be a bit, I don't think that's right. No. So this one is the next one going on. It's a horrible one to glue up. I'm just going to do it like this, and where it hits is where it hits. But as I say, you can use fussy cuts, and you know, if you're using a similar palette to me, if you put fussy cut some yellow flowers out, I think they'd look, I really do think they'd look great. I'm not just saying that, I think they would. Right, let's hope that that's going to stick there. Put the stems together and turn that just like that. Might be a bit more organised for next week's one. Today I've spent all day on Holly Jolly, so I wasn't ultra prepared for this, let's say. Right, so I think then that we need to put a bit, well, a label and a bit of lace on. So there's a label, it's the right sort of colour. I can put it there, which is going to secure the stems of my die cuts, which is never a bad idea, because sometimes they can ping off. So if I put that there, and I want a bit of lace behind it, I have got, let's put these die cuts away because they get blinking caught up in everything. They drive me bonkers. It's nice. It's a great idea to cut dies in advance and put them in your box and you're all organised. I've got boxes of them. But when you come to get them out, oh my goodness, they drive you mad. So I've got to use this because, not this exact piece, but I've got to use lace because it's on my list of things I need to use. So I could put it along there. That's quite nice, complimentary, I think. I could put it right along there. I don't want it all the way along with that sort of on top there. That's a possibility. What else have I got? Anything? No, nothing really. Just cream. Cream, says she. I've got this bit here that I keep offering myself. I think that might be quite nice actually, that there, with a label. Yeah, I'm going to go for that, I think. I just thought of something else there in my head and it's gone now. Never mind, doesn't matter. It would have been stupid anyway, I'm sure, whatever it was. Scissors is what I'm looking for. These will do, my old ones. Let's cut that square along there. So it's going to go from there to about there. Gauze, that's what I was thinking of. I've got to find it somewhere because I didn't have it out. It's a bit orangey. It's quite cream. Oh, it's not when you see it like that, is it? Let's see if I can find some ordinary white. I don't think it's in here. No, okay guys. Forget about the gauze because it's not happening. Let me stick this on. So I'm just going to go right across the top with Fabri-Tac. And then I'm just going to go at the peak of the lace because otherwise it tends to stick up. So there we are. Is that straight? Nope. Straight as a donkey's hind leg. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Now then, the label. Now I have a really interesting stamp that I was gifted by Hilda. And I don't know where it is now. I had it a second before we started live, so it's got to be somewhere. Here it is. And it's got the date on, like an ordinary stamp, but it's also got all these things. It says, sign here, travel log, congratulations, good luck, a letter to you, happy holidays today, and thank you. And it also has one that says, hey, give me 5. And I kind of like that. That sort of amused me. So I'm thinking that I can possibly get that stamped onto here. I'm going to give it a try anyway. That's a smaller one. That's probably better. So I'm going to use my distress ink to stamp it up with. And I don't want any ink on the date. I don't want a date on it. I just want the bit that says, hey, give me 5. Only because it amuses me. Now, there's not very much ink in this at all, in this pad. I'm just going to try it on that bit of kitchen towel first. See if it works. Gosh, just. So come on, ink up, ink up, ink up. Right, I'm going to try it. Which is the way? Which is the way forward? That way. Onto here. Yeah, I mean, you can't just see it, but it does say, hey, give me 5, which amuses me. I don't know if you can read that.
No, it's not. Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect.
Hey, give me 5. Perfect for our thing today, I would have thought. So I'm going to put that on there like that. But I'm going to put some dimensional tape behind it because otherwise it's going to not lie flat with that lace there. So I'm just going to get a little bit of dimensional tape. Thank you, Nancy. I have an Amazon wish list if you're wondering why I keep thanking people for things. And people go onto my Amazon wish list and spoil me by buying things for occasions such as this, when I'm trying to show you guys things. And I'm very grateful to you all who do that, because I couldn't afford all the things. You know, we don't do this for profit, as you know, and I don't sell a lot, so. There we go. Right, so, hey, give me 5. It's quite amusing. So I want that over where the stalks are, like so. There we are. I'm going to have to put some glue down there, which I forgot to do. I mean, I meant to do it, I just forgot. So I'm just putting Fabri-Tac down there. There we go, just hold that for a sec while the Fabri-Tac thinks about life. Sorry?
You wanted 5.
Oh! So I thought you were saying stop. Why? What on earth have I done wrong? Right, I think that's just about taken, and put the end on here. Lovely. Oh, it hasn't taken. I don't think these clips are big enough to reach it either. Nope. Never mind, it will. It definitely will. Right, so what else do we need? Well, a butterfly, and that's us about done, I think.
You think?
Yeah, do you not?
Well, it's a very short list. Maybe we should have a count.
Oh, button. Button, which I've now lost. There's my eyelet. Ah, button, here we are. Now, I've got this gorgeous stuff here, and it's French linen, and I got it from Oak Tree Journals on Etsy. It's just gorgeous. I love it. So I've threaded my needle up with that, because I really like it when buttons are sewn. You know, when they're not, they just look like you've come along and stuck them on, which is in fact what we've done. But I like it when they've still got the stitching in. Looks more authentic. So from the front, go around to the back.
Gonnie says hi.
Hi, Gonnie, I haven't seen you for a while. Nice of you to join us. And do a couple of stitches like that. Couple's probably all you need, really. And then we're just going to tie a knot in there. If you tie a knot, you won't need any glue. This just keeps spinning round on me. It's quite annoying. Come on. I think the thread is twisted. Untwist yourself. Thank you. So I'm just going to put I think it's called a reef knot, where you go right over left and left over right. But, you know, a double knot. Cut the ends off, leave a little bit so it looks, so you can definitely see it's sewn. There we are. There's enough there for another button or two. And I'm just going to pop that down there, like so. So I'm going to use, for this, I'm going to use my E6000. It's great for difficult things. You could use a hot glue gun, of course you could, but I haven't got mine plugged in, so I'll use E6000, and I'll aim for the thread as well as the button. Don't need much. Stick it on. You can see if you had 2 or 3 buttons, how they might be quite nice down the side. That would be really nice, I think. I've only got 1 to my hand, so that's all I'm doing with mine. E6000 doesn't grab straight away, so don't expect it to. But when it does grab, it will be permanent. So if you've got any shuffling around to do with your stuff, do it now before it dries. There we are. Right, I've also got this, which I said I was going to use because I really like it, and it kind of picks up on that. So all I'm going to do, it's really, really pretty, this. I don't know if you've seen it before. It's just like roses on braid. It's really, really nice. I get mine from my friend abroad, Mr. Ali. It must be available in this country somewhere, but I haven't seen it, and I really like it. So I've just cut off one sort of thing of the 3 roses. It just depends where I want to put that. Let's just see, there's nowhere else that can go, so it's going to have to go down.
Right, let me Sheila off earlier.
Sheila! Isn't he awful? I shall attend to him forthwith. Well, after the live.
That's your prize, Sheila. She said she wasn't taking part if there's no prize.
Oh, Sheila.
So me being seen to is your prize, Sheila.
I think that's all right there, actually. I quite like that. And I'm actually... History tells me that this stuff is a bit of a devil to stick. So I am actually going to use my E6000 to stick that as well. I've tried all sorts of things, Fabri-Tac and whatever, and they just all seem to sink into the roses and not actually stick anything. Just kind of not what we're after. So I'm going to put that up the side there. I've got a bit of overflow gluage going on. There we go. Right, butterfly, and that's about your lot. I'm going to have to get my butterfly box out, which involves moving something else. Right, here's my butterfly box. See what we've got. All sorts of everything. Too similar. No, not right. Ooh, that's my stencil box falling down. I've got loads, all sorts of everything in here. I've got a yellow one, that might look quite nice. They come in different sizes. Some of these are Tim Holtz. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Oh, there's a yellow one there, look. That one. What about that? I think that might be just what we need. I'm just going to carry on looking, just in case I can find a slightly smaller one, because I would prefer a slightly smaller one, if I have such a thing. Well, there's that one. I don't like that one much. It's ugly. There's that one. It's about the same size, isn't it? I like the other one better. Sheila, you've got to take part. It's just the taking part that's important. You know, like when you lose at school. Doesn't matter, it's the taking part that matters. Yeah, like heck. No, I think that's the best of the bunch. So, that's all right then, that's what we'll go with. I've got some teeny tiny ones. God, I must have had patience the day I cut all these out. I've got pink, but I don't want pink. What else is there? They're all pink. Yeah, they're all pink. I'll pop these ones away and I'll go with the yellow. Where's my lid? I'm quite impressed by my organisational skills. I'm not usually that good. Right, so how about him just there? Yeah, I like that. Heaven only knows what journal this would go in. But, you know, put it in your bit box. And then you might find a use for it.
Yeah, save it up for a rack, maybe.
Yeah, a rack. Once we've done several of them, you can send them to somebody else. Oh, that's a nice idea. Right, so the only reason I'm going around here is not because I want purple around it. I just want to get rid of that, the white you get when you've cut the paper. So it looks a bit nasty. So just go around the edges. Like so. So let's decide where this fella's going to go. I would say there. We've got quite a lot going on down here. So I'd say there. I think it balances. We've got the three sort of triad of yellow. We're following every rule, guys. It's quite incredible. I think this came out of a book actually that Mr. F got me on butterflies. I think I sat one night and went through it and fussy cut every butterfly out. It's quite a nice thing to do in front of the telly when you're in the mood. I'm just going to pop that there. I mean, I'm doing this in this colour for no reason. None. Not one reason in the world. But, you know, you could do yours that's actually going to fit in with the project that you're doing. Okay, so now all that has to happen is it needs to get a... Well, do we need to back it? We probably don't actually. I mean, that's quite nice paper, that. I don't think I need to back that. I haven't sewn around it, so I'm just going to ink the back up and say that that one's done, apart from the hole in the top. I have another project winging its way to you guys. It's an envelope journal. You might remember I said to you that I had so many envelopes, I was drowning in envelopes. So I have been watching YouTube studiously. I have found an envelope journal that I love. I have approached the lady who did it, and she said, yeah, go ahead, do it. So that will be our next project. So if you've got any envelopes, and I know that you all have, it's kind of the thing we save up. So that's just lightly inked on the back. There's the front. It looks quite nice.
Maybe an envelope will make it onto one of the 5 things one day.
It might be the thing. You know, make a tag, make an envelope, it might be the thing. Mm-hmm. Just put that away. Yeah, actually, that is what I was going to do. I'm talking to myself here. I was going to put a gem in the middle of the butterfly. I usually do that. No reason not to do it today. I want that sort of size, and I want purple if there is such a... Oh, that might be one there. Yeah, a little purple one. Goodness. So just a little drop. A little drop will do you. Just trying to find my...
I'm going to find it for you katana.
Yeah.
I've got that if it's...
That'll do. That's fine. Thank you. So I'm just going to put a little drop at the start of his body. Whoa, that's quite a large drop, but that's what it is. What it is what it is. And pick the gem up, drop it into place. That goes really nicely because that's purple, and that'll please Jen because she likes a bit of bling. So let's make a hole in this and get some ribbon threaded through the top. So let's just see where the middle of this is. It's about 4 centimeters, so I reckon the middle is about 2. Right there. Make a mark so I can punch it through. If you could only just see what's happened off screen. It's just like all the ribbons just falling over. Right, so I'm going to make this the larger of the 2 holes available to me on the crocodile. Like that. Then push it forward because I'm going to set an eyelet, which is here. This is a really pretty one. It's like a sort of star-shaped one. And I want a different... That's the one I want, I think. So if you push that down a little bit, the thing comes out and you can sort of lock it onto it. That's the theory. Yay, look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's put this away again. Right, so just some ribbons, that's all we need now. That's quite a pretty one. It's a nice quality satin ribbon. Yeah?
Terry says hi.
Hi, Terry. He waved at you there. Not that you can see it, but he did. And I might use a little bit of this as well. That's him waving at you, Terry. So let's just push that through first. I'll just use this pencil. It's not ideal, but it'll do. So a little bit of that. I'm gonna, I've got that, which I really love, but I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try and see if I can get it through. Don't need very much. It's just so pretty. I really love this organza ribbon. I really, really do. So I'm going to fold it up a little bit. Hold these ribbons at the top and see if I can get that through there. Maybe I should have put this one through first. No, we're all right. There we go. That's fine. That's lovely. That's lovely. So let's cut that one off. Cut that one off. Cut this off at an angle. There we are, and then I just need some ribbon to hold that closed. And I have these gorgeous narrow ribbons. I think that's the one I want there. So I'm just going to attempt to hold them in one hand. I need to cut a bit of this off because I can't hold both. I think a tag can go from looking really quite ordinary to something quite special when you put the ribbons and stuff in the top. You know, you can put lace in there and all sorts of things, and it looks really, really nice, I think. So I'm just going to tie a really tight bow to cinch those in, and I'm going to knot it over on itself. Then I'm going to attempt to do the impossible, which is tie a bow during a live, because as you all know, it just never works. What was I saying? It never works. Come on, just do it, please. Ah, there we go. So pull that quite tight. There we are. Just cut a little bit. See if I can pull it down a little bit to where I want it. Tame it a little bit. Spread these out. And I think we're done. Let me put the pin back in there, because otherwise it'll unravel in my drawer. And that's not what I want. There we are. Right. Okay, let's clear the decks, have a look, see what we've achieved today. Let me just get a clean bit of this out. It's worth it. There you go. What do you think? I think it's quite pretty, actually. Can you zoom in at all? Or will it go mad?
Well, there's one way to find out. Is there not?
Yeah, that's probably all right there. So there you go. That's my offering of Take 5. I've taken, let's just for security. Doily, yes, 2 of. Ink, yes, quite a lot of. Lace, not much of, but it's there. It's represented. A button and die cuts are fussy cut. So I've got my die cuts and a fussy cut butterfly. So that is my Take 5 for today. I'd love to see what you come up with. I'm dying to see what you come up with, actually. And whether you think it's a nice idea or whether you think it's just a bit of silliness that you don't need to bother yourself with. I can see it either way, and I won't be offended. I just thought it was a nice thing to do. Whoops. Hello. I'm still here. Good job I haven't got my jammy bottoms on today, isn't it? Right, so thanks ever so much for joining me. I know you had very short notice about this, but I just thought, I was so excited about it, actually. I just wanted to bring it to you. So I will see you, when I see you, I'll be on again to complete the Edith Holden altered file folder this week. And then on Saturday, we'll do whatever we're doing. Maybe the envelope journal, actually. Okay, so keep a lookout for me popping up and going live and videos that I'm putting out, etc. I've really enjoyed your company today. Thank you, Jean. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thanks, Hilda. Oh, you like it. I'm so pleased. I think you'd think, what on earth is that about? Thanks for the challenge, Fiona. Love it. Oh, great, Hilda. I'm so pleased. Can't wait to see them appearing on the Facebook page. If you're new to this channel and you want to take part, that's great. We'd love to have you. I think Mr. Fixit's scrolling the Facebook page along the bottom. It's Miss Paintalot's Junk Journal group. You're very welcome to join. We'd love to have you to join. We're a lovely group. Everybody is kind and supportive and generous spirited. It's lovely. So I might see you on there, eh? In the meantime, I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for joining me. Bye.
Bye.